Hi guys, this is Emma at Creative Sublimation Designs, and we're here to bring you our first affinity tutorial. One of our customers requested that we showed them how to put a full design onto a flat JPEG mock-up. So we're going to use our tin mock-up, which is available to buy on our website, and we're actually going to use one of our clip arts as well, which is our biscuit design, to show, because I think it's the perfect example of why you would want to use it. So we're going to jump straight in. We're using Affinity Designer. So we're going to go up to File. I'm going to go to Open. We're going to open up our flat JPEG tin mock-up, which the mock-ups are available to buy on the website, and the tins are available from A&J suppliers. So we've got our tin mock-up here, and as you can see, you've got some arrows in the corners, which means the aspect ratio is locked. You can unlock that if you need to adjust your picture by just clicking the padlock over here in your layers panel, but we don't need to do that today, but I just wanted to explain what they were. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by coming over to our tools panel over on the left hand side, and we want to find the pen tool. Now the pen tool looks like a fountain pen nib, so we're going to click on that, and then we're going to go and come over to our tin. So basically we're going to be drawing around the tin insert, because that's the bit that we want the image on. So what we're going to do is we're going to place nodes, which are basically blue dots in layman terms. We're going to place blue dots around the tin on where the straight parts start to intersect with the round parts. Now if you follow the shape that I'm going to do, it'll become apparent as to why I'm doing that. So we're going to stick a dot here. You just do that by clicking the button on your mouse, okay, and it will give you a blue dot, which is otherwise known as a node. And then we're going to come over to this side and do the same again, and then we're going to come here and do another one here and here, until we get right back round to where we started. Okay, so we've joined up the line effectively. So the next thing we're going to do is come over to the layers panel, the tool panel on the left hand side, and we're going to find the node tool. Now the node tool is a smaller solid white arrow. I'm going to click on that, and then when we come over to our shape that we've just drawn, or curve as it's known, you're going to see that it's going to bring up this little line. Now what we're going to do is we're going to hold down on the button on the mouse, and we're going to pull that line out to make it rounded, and we're going to come over and do exactly the same on all the corners. Now at this point you can move your nodes or your squares, blue squares, if you need to. So you can do that whilst you're there if you need to. Some you might not need to, but it's just me being a bit Peter Perfect. Okay, so we've done all four corners, and then what we need to do is come over to the cornering tool, which is just below the tool that we've just used. I'm going to click on that, and then we're going to come over to our white square or node, and it's going to bring up a little rainbow, like a little bracket. We're going to click on the white square, your node, and then we're going to hold down on the button and drag down. And what that is doing is smoothing out that transition between the curve of that shape and then into the straight. And you won't realise that until you drop your design in, but you don't have to pull the corner out very much. It can just be a little bit. It's just really just to so it looks like it has that smooth transition. And you might get a corner like that where it won't let you pull it in, but it wants you to put it out, and it could be just literally where your how your curve is sitting. So just adjust it as and when how you need to. Okay, so that's that done. So we're going to come over to the top, the tools panel on the left hand side, and click on our normal move tool. And then we're going to come over to our swatches side on the right hand side, because when we drew our shape, the outline was still selected on black, and I'll show you that by increasing the width so you can see that it's on. So what we're going to do is we're just going to click on the ring donut one, which is your outline, to bring it forward, and then we're just going to click on the white circle with the red line because that makes it clear. Okay, and then what we want to do is we want to bring in our image. So we're going to come over to File, I'm going to go to Place, find our image that we want to drop in, which I'm using our full biscuit design as a example of why you would want to use this type of method on your mock-up. So I've just sized that down roughly, and then what we're going to do is come over to our layers panel. We're going to click and hold on our image, and then we're going to pull it down. And once you get that little rectangle and you can see it's popped into your shape on the screen, just let go. Now that's all in and looks nice. What you can do once you put your shape in is you can move it around. So just make sure you selected your biscuit design, and you can move it around however you want, and it'll stay within that shape that you've just curve that you've just drawn. Okay, so let's just say we want to do that, and then that's how you would do it. You can click on this and you can multiply it to make it look more realistic, or you can keep it bright because it looks more pingy on the screen. It's completely up to you what you do. Some designs look more realistic if you multiply them, use the multiply function. Some still look okay if you just keep them normal. And to show you how you can use this to quickly toggle between making your mock-ups, I'm just going to bring in, so I'm going to go to File, Place, find another one of our biscuit designs. So say let's use this one, so we're going to pop that in as well. So this is just showing you how easy it is to just quickly do your mock-ups using different designs. So I'm just resizing this so it'll fit nicely. Okay, so that's already gone into our curve, so we can simply just turn off that one and then work on this one, or we can do the reverse. We can turn that one off and then turn that one on, and then you can quickly literally go through your mock-ups that way, using the same fonts or whatever other artwork you want to incorporate into it. And then the other thing that you want to do is you want to be able to save this as well. So if you want to be able to, I'll show you two ways of saving. So you want to save this as an affinity document. One, because you can go in and you don't have to draw the curve again, it's all done there waiting for you. So you would go File, Save As, and we're going to call it, say, biscuit tin working. And then you just choose where you want to save it. So I'm going to save it under my Creative Sublimation, so that's where I want to save it. And then to export your JPEG that you've just, or your mock-up that you've just made, you want to go to File, and then export, and then you want to export it as a JPEG, because one, it doesn't take as much memory, and JPEGs are commonly accepted on any platform, so eBay and Etsy and everything, and it's also easier to bring into your programs and to apply your watermarks and things. So my app that I use is uses JPEGs and some other formats, but it's just doesn't take as much room to have a JPEG, whereas a PDF it takes a lot more room because there's a lot more memory. So you just export the whole document, choose what you're going to use to name it. So I'll just go biscuit tin mock-up 1, and then it's saved, and that's it. So I hope you found this tutorial useful, and remember to like and subscribe on our YouTube channel, so you get notification of when we got some more. And again, if you have a request for something that you particularly want to know how to do, then feel free to comment, and hopefully we'll bring you more in the future. Okay, thanks for watching.